I call myself the Queen of the South because I'm the Queen of the South. It can be interpreted a lot of different ways, but what I mean by that is, just like up in yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to be confident with a little sprinkle of cocky, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I throw that ass back to see if he gon' catch it. I ain't athletic, but it's tennis for the necklace.
There's no rap girl out of Atlanta bigger than Latto. The Southern-raised rapper born Alyssa Stevens has been shaking the industry up with her presence ever since she won Jermaine Dupri's The Rap Game back in 2016. And subsequently, she hasn't found the time to let her foot off the gas. When her breakout single, Bitch from Da Souf, was released at the top of 2019, it didn't take long for it to hit the Hot 100 chart and became a certified gold record. And this was independent. In 2020, Latto inked a major label deal with RCA, became one of 2 women to land on XXL's freshman cover, and a year later, Bitch from Da Souf earned platinum status, making her one of the first Atlanta solo rap girlies to achieve this feat. Nothing about Latto's rise was overnight. She's one of the hardest working, most dedicated, and one of the most talented with a pen the industry has seen in a while.
What's up, y'all? This is Latto, and this is how I blew up.
Yeah, she poppin' that shit like she sell perks. Brand new Chanel purse. Latto just put up in Hellcats, but I went through it.
At the age of 10, Latto knew she wanted to rap. Being raised in Atlanta, the Black Mecca and home to so many huge rap stars, she was inspired by what she saw.
Growing up in Atlanta, child, that's like the Mecca for music, Mecca for Black entrepreneurship in general. Any Black creativity, Black creators, is like, you're gonna excel in Atlanta. So I think I had an advantage growing up in Atlanta. I would have like talent shows, open mics, festivals every weekend to perform at. Like, I had so many platforms to like showcase my talent or whatever. So yeah, growing up in Atlanta, I definitely had a little plus. And then on top of that, it's like, it's so many people out of Atlanta that have made it. So it feels like more obtainable, like, oh, da-da-da, 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 I can do it too, versus being like the first person to blow up from your city. It's probably seem less realistic.
Some of those great opportunities included her winning JD's The Rap Game in 2016. It wasn't just her style and personality that got her through. It was also her skilled ability to manipulate the English language in a way that everyone could feel.
I always loved language arts and wordplay, like poetry, similes, metaphors, just anything dealing with words, like always just grabbed my attention. So I think that poetry and just love for words kind of turned into lyrics and raps and stuff.
Eventually, that love turned into writing real raps.
I do remember the first rap I ever wrote. It was more so like an autobiography kind of type thing. I was like talking about my life and where I went to school and my family and da-da-da, and it was probably trash, so I don't even know why my daddy believed in me, child.
But it was at this moment that she knew she wanted it for real.
Growing up, my dad was like a street dude, so he was like always on the scene or whatever, and he was like cool with rappers, and he would have these like candy paint cars with big rims and old schools, new schools, and hydraulics, all type of stuff. So when he was cool with these rappers, they would be like, yo, Shane, pull up to this video shoot and bring your cars or whatever. So I was a daddy's girl, so I would always be with him on set of these video shoots and stuff, and I just would see these cameras and these lights and this money and these bad girls. I'm like, baby, I want to be like that. I want to live that lifestyle.
Yeah, I throw that ass back to see if he gon' catch it. I ain't athletic, but it's tennis for the necklace, yeah.
After making the decision to enter hip-hop and winning the rap game, Latto stayed consistent with her music releases. In 2016, she released Miss Mulatto. In 2017, she dropped her Latto Let 'Em Know EP, and in 2018, she unleashed Mulatto. But in 2019, everything changed with the release of Bitch from Da Souf.
The first day I started to record Bitch from Da Souf, I had already wrote the song in my notes. Bankroll got it, had sent me a new beat pack, and I love them. So as soon as they sent it, I got the notification on my phone, and I just pulled it up. And as soon as I heard that beat, baby, I just started flowing. And I had wrote it all in my notes, and then I think either later that night or the next day, like very soon after, I went to the studio and cut it, and the rest is history. This all literally happened in like, I can't say exactly, but like 48 hours max for sure.
Even though Latto really liked the song, she didn't see it as a hit in the beginning, and it also went by a different title.
I always loved Bitch from Da Souf, and at first it was called Catch It, because I was like, Bitch from Da Souf, that's like so explicit, like what? And I always loved it, but I didn't think it was a hit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think this shit was gonna change my life, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a song that I had in my notes, I'd write around to it, but I didn't have any intentions on putting it out out. It was more so like, oh yeah, this is a cool little song, you know what I'm saying?
But it seems like the universe had other plans.
Okay, so this is the thing with Bitch from Da Souf. It wasn't at the top of the priority list, let's just say that. So what happened was my team, they had another artist, and they was supposed to shoot a video with that artist, and that artist like was bullshitting or whatever, and they had already flew out this videographer. So they called me last minute like, Latto, we about to have this videographer. He'll be here for like a couple more hours before he catch a flight tonight. Do you got a song you want to shoot? And I'm like, shit, we can shoot Catch It, Bitch from Da Souf. And they're like, okay, bet, be on set in 2 hours. I'm like, hold on, nigga, this ain't how that work. Like 2 hours is a freaking beat, like whatever. But I made it work, showed up on set. It was one location, probably like 2 outfit changes, I think. Something super simple, low budget, like whatever. Was not like banking on this song or this video. Like we was not like betting the house on this, you know what I'm saying? But shit blew up, child. It was so low budget, like it was so low budget. But the videographer is the thing, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to do your job because the videographer made it look very crisp and you will never know.
First off, I ain't fucking for no clout. I ain't fucking on no nigga sleeping on this pun couch.
And when the video was released, Latto and her team noticed that there was something a tad bit different about Bitch from Da Souf.
On YouTube, I was used to getting like 30,000 in the first week or something like that. Like my YouTube numbers was good, but they weren't like out the world, you know what I'm saying, out this world. But I think Bitch from Da Souf did. I wish I could remember the exact number, but it did something that I wasn't used to. And I was like, what the fuck? And I remember texting my team like, this shit like slick going up, you know what I'm saying? They was like, yeah, you know, this might mean something, let's keep an eye on it. But moral of the story, this song was doing like shit that my other songs wasn't doing. So we knew from the jump, like, okay, the people is gravitating towards this sound, the video, something they like about it, something.
Soon after, Latto dropped her big Latto EP and was then primed to release her debut album, Queen of Da Souf, in 2020. Latto also unleashed a remix for Bitch from Da Souf with Trina and Sweetie, right in the middle of the pandemic.
My debut album dropping during the pandemic was like so stressful. I got discouraged so many times because I was like, you know, we had this whole big rollout. This is my first major deal. So I was just so prepared, and then boom, had to go back to the drawing board and start from scratch. So it was like a lot of times where I was like, man, you know, fuck this shit, but I think it all worked out for the better because I really like excelled during the pandemic. Like it was like a blessing in disguise for sure.
It all seemed to be worth it when she got the satisfaction of hearing her song on the radio for the very first time.
But I remember I was on the way to a video shoot and my manager called me and was like, go to da-da-da. I think it was 94.5, shout out the streets. It was like, go to da-da-da and turn on the radio, whatever. So I'm like, okay, you know, as an artist, you kind of know what that means. So I'm like, okay, stop playing. And it was my song on the radio, pulled over, made my video, lit as fuck, screaming in the car, like, you couldn't tell me nothing that day.
Nevertheless, Latto's fans showed up and showed out every time she was booked somewhere to perform. And Bitch from Da Souf became the Southern Girls' anthem.
Having people recite lyrics that you wrote laying down in your bed on some nonchalant shit, that shit is like next level. I can't even describe that feeling. Like, I don't think there is nothing else in life that give you that same feeling. It's like, y'all love this shit, like y'all wrote it, what the hell?
After years of grinding and working Bitch from Da Souf, in March of 2021, the song was declared platinum.
I knew that it was approaching. They was like, you know, you getting real close to platinum, whatever. And I'm like, what? Then they had threw me this like surprise party with my close friends and family and my A&Rs and like people on my team, whatever. And they had the plaques lined up and it was like this plaque party. If you know me, I'm very like shy, so they did it so perfect. Like it's exactly what I wanted, very intimate, closed, and it was like my mom was there, my sister, good food, little Casamigos, it was about.
Then, in the summer, she was declared a XXL Freshman. She arguably had one of the best freestyles of the class and went viral because of it.
I had been wanting to be a XXL freshman since I started rapping. Like, as an independent artist, like, baby, that's like goals, baby. I couldn't wait, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like solidifies your spot. Like, baby, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? They telling me and they telling y'all I'm next, you know what I'm saying? So I had been waiting on that and it was kind of frustrating because they told me like at the top of the year, right when COVID hit and was like heavy in the pandemic, that I had got it. But they was like, we don't know how we gonna do it or when we gonna do it, but you got it. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really know like how to take that, but yeah, we did end up filming it and shooting it. Like they tone made it seem like it might be like a virtual thing type shit. So I was like kind of like, damn, I done waited all my life to do this and this what I get, you know what I'm saying? But it ended up working out and I ended up going viral from that, so yeah.
Tell me how you want it. 3, 2, 1 and I'm on it. Feel good, don't it?
The new era of Latto is upon us, and her pop-leaning bop, Big Energy, is just what we need to enter into this new phase of what's to come.
Big Energy, baby, that was me testing new waters and me just like not putting a roof on myself and just trying to be the best me I can be and stepping outside of my comfort zone, and it's literally doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Big Energy is my highest song on Billboard. 71 right now as of today, you know what I'm saying? But that's just today because she's still growing. Top 50 US pop radio, #1 Shazam. Like, it's so many accolades. I could just keep going on with this Big Energy song, but I feel like time will tell, baby, because we just getting started. Whole lot of Big Energy. See what I did there. Seth Meyers was my first late night talk show. I was hella nervous, if I could be honest. Maybe I was sweating up under that bodysuit, but I took my little, actually I didn't even have no Casamigos that day. Something happened and I just drank, I just chugged some wine before I performed because I really had the jitters, like I was shaking in my boots. But, you know, she put it together and gave a little cute one too.
And Latto has much more to offer.
This new era of Latto is like new and improved, you know what I'm saying? Like well seasoned, well prepared, you know what I'm saying? She was at what's the shit in school, like study hall, shit like that. Yeah, she was in like study hall and shit. She ready, baby. She ready. When she take these midterm, baby, she gonna pass with flying colors for sure.
G5 check me in the pilot, but naked tanning on island. G nigga flip.
And of course, there's a new album coming, and it's coming with all that energy. Her song Southside is just a taste of that.
Top of the year, we kicking it off big with my motherfucking highly anticipated album, you know what I'm saying? She's coming. She's been working on it all year. I started working on it at the end of last year, actually. So it's like a lot of different sounds. You can hear my growth on there, like Big Energy when I'm testing new waters. I'm playing with different sounds, different instruments in my instrumentals, different BPMs, different flows, da-da-da. Like, baby, I just want to be the best me I could be. I work hard and I pray hard. So I feel like that recipe has been working for me for a long time. And I'm gonna just continue to do that. I think when you put too much pressure on yourself and you put these like titles and like, you know, you got these big old shoes to fill, it become a job. Like, I'm really having fun and it's just working. And God got me because I pray hard.
And that's how Latto blew up. She started out on the rap game, and now she's about to run it in real life. With her consistency, ambition, skilled pen, and upcoming tour in 2022, it's hard to deny that Latto will be anything but great. For UPROXX Music, I'm Sharice Johnson. If you enjoyed that episode of How I Blew Up with Latto, make sure you hit like and subscribe and check out our episode of How I Blew Up with DDG next.